Well, now that we understand, Mark, the applicability of the regulations, we know who has to comply and when, and we also know the responsibilities of the offerer, we're going to take kind of a higher view of all this right now, and we're going to talk about the administrative requirements that someone, for example, like an environmental health and safety manager, would have to look at to run this whole program. How's that sound?
Fantastic.
You're right there with me. Now, one of the first things we need to think about is who has to be trained, Mark. Okay, obviously, this is training.
Yes.
We've got people participating in this on an online capacity. We need to think about who at our company, our institution, needs to be involved in the training. Okay? Now, DOT does have a name for these people, and they're called hazmat employees.
Hazmat employees.
That's right, and they're actually defined in 49 CFR 171.8. I know that's going right in there, and that's going to stay.
We'll see.
Okay, there are actually 5 aspects of the training that we're going to go through, but let's first talk about what's a hazmat employee. What would you guess a hazmat employee would be involved in?
Well, that would have to be someone who would manage the day-to-day aspects of...
No. Actually, a hazmat employee is a person that's going to have a pre-transport function or a transport function. So in other words, they are preparing the hazardous material for shipment. They may be involved in packaging, labeling, marking of the containers. They may be describing the hazardous material. They may be classifying it. They may be driving the truck. So it's basically anybody that has any kind of responsibility that affects hazardous materials, transportation, safety. Is that what you were thinking?
You didn't let me finish.
Okay, there are 5 training elements. The first one is general awareness training. Now, general awareness training is going through all the applicable requirements in a general way, not as specific. And that applies to all hazmat employees. In other words, no topic should be skipped, even though the particular hazmat employee isn't involved in the particular task. So all the compliance topics in a general way need to be covered. The second one is function-specific training. Now, function-specific training means that the hazmat employee has to have training in sufficient detail to address those tasks applicable to that employee.